If you're eating a 300 calorie plain salad that's like iceberg lettuce with ranch and boiled chicken, you are never going to want to eat that salad again. Today's video, we are making salad, and I know that sounds so basic, but the problem is that when people make salads, they make them so basic that their taste buds aren't satiated. They're still craving energy from calories that they didn't eat in their salad. So if you're eating salad because it's such an easy way to get your vitamins, your nutrients, your vegetables, your fiber for the day, but salads kind of suck to you, then you're going to appreciate this episode of the 30s Guide to Life. So stay tuned because I'm about to show you how to make a salad that you will crave. Now the great thing about salads is that it works so well during the workday because it only takes maybe 15 minutes to prep, but if you have like an hour lunch or a half-hour lunch, taking half of that time to prepare a meal that's actually going to satisfy you and that you enjoy the experience with, it's worth it. All right, this is the thing that is going to make your salads irresistible. I learned this when I worked at a restaurant. We put this little crumble topping on our Caesar salads instead of croutons. And honestly, croutons are kind of like sucky, but this is so good. It's homemade Parmesan Crumbles, and all it takes is like 5 minutes of your time, and any extras can be stored for a week, and they make a great afternoon snack. They are salty, they are crunchy. Oh, you're gonna love them. You need 3 things: a good quality Parmesan block, I like this one, a cheese grater, and a sheet pan. That's it. Now you bake these at 400 degrees for 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn my oven on and get to shredding. Whew. That was actually a lot more work than I was going to be. I shredded like 3/4 of a block. And then you just move it around. Perfect. All right, we're at 400 degrees, so I'm going to pop this in the oven for 3 to 5 minutes. And check back later. The next thing we're going to do is prepare the base. For the base, I personally love spring mix, but I know some people like spinach, some people hate spinach because it can be bitter. Some people like romaine lettuce. Do not do iceberg. I'm judging you, do not do iceberg, trust me. So here is my spring mix. To prep it, all I'm going to do, because this is already washed, is cut it down into bite-sized portions. Nothing's worse than having a piece of spinach this large hanging out of your mouth. And as I cut, I'm going to put it into a salad bowl. Yes, this is a giant salad bowl. It's larger than my head. It's maybe twice the size of my head, but whatever. Right on time. Let's see how the little Parmesan crumbles are doing. Okay, that looks pretty good, but I want it a little bit darker. I think it looks a little bit dark on camera, but to my eyes, it's very white. So I'm just gonna do another 30 seconds or so.
A few moments later.
Okay, now I think it's ready. So how cute is this? Let's see. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Now you just need to let it cool. You can see that it's sizzling. The black stuff is because I put ground black pepper in it just to give it a little bit more flavor, but it's essentially going to become really crisp like this, and it'll be ready to go after it cools. So now that you have your base layers, it's time to do your mid layers. Oh, hello Rose. Hello Blanche. Beautiful day in Florida. It's time to do your mid layers, and I'm just going to prep that real quick. Cut everything bite size. I'm going to cut this roasted bell pepper. Beautiful. No pith. Way too much for one salad, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a few into my salad. This is an avocado. You probably know that. But did you know that if you do not put an avocado in your salad, that you will be hungry? I'm just kidding, but you do need fat. So either put some olive oil in your dressing, put an avocado in your salad, put some kind of like chickpeas made with olive oil. Some kind of fat needs to satiate your tongue. Otherwise, it never sends a signal to your stomach. No, your tongue sends a signal to your brain, which sends a signal to your stomach to say that you have eaten and you are satiated. Beautiful, beautiful. At this point, I decide, am I going sweet or savory? And I know a chef would probably say decide beforehand, but this is typically mid-layers when I'm like, I should figure that out. For this salad, I'm going savory. Ooh. Oh no! If you are going sweet, then definitely consider putting berries in your salad. It is so good, and especially if you make a dressing that has maybe like soy sauce in it, it's going to be that salty sweet combination. At the midpoint, you want to add your protein and your carbs, and I know a lot of people think you're supposed to have salad with chicken on top and dressing on the side, but that's why salads suck that way. You need to make sure you're tossing your protein in with the dressing and everything. All the flavors are melting, and definitely do not use dry protein. Definitely use a meat that is cooked in oil because it's going to give you the calories you need and again, the satiation in your tongue. For this salad, I have fresh Atlantic salmon. I cooked it a couple of days ago, and all I have to do is break it apart. Here are 5 proteins that I recommend for your salads in the middle of a workday when you don't have time to cook like Parmesan chicken or something. First, baked chicken that you prepared in bulk at the beginning of the week. Secondly, roasted chickpeas, put them in your fridge, they last for days. Thirdly, a salmon fillet, which is what I had. Fourth, a fried egg, so good. And fifth, a boiled egg, which you prepared in advance. And now it's time for my favorite part, the toppings. There are so many great toppings you can choose from. This is where you're going to add anything crunchy, salty, that's going to give you a nice array of textures in your salad. Again, don't skip out on this because you're trying to save calories, because if you are not satisfied with your salad and then you eat a whole package of Oreos at 3 p.m., that's not saving calories. Eat to fuel your body and appreciate it. Do not starve it, please. For this salad, I thought it'd be really good to have feta. Actually, we're going out of town and I need to use this, that's why. Beautiful, ready to go. And then I love using either pecans. I know this is the tiniest bag, and this is all I have left. And again, going out of town, so this is sort of a everything but the kitchen sink type of salad. So pecans or raw Italian pine nuts that you can roast yourself. I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna go with the pecans. And this is when we're ready to check on those Parmesan crisps. How cute are those? So like I said, you can just break off a piece like this. Do you hear that? Seriously, concentrate on this. That's good as a snack. So all you have to do is seriously just take this whole thing, crumble it on your salad. It's so good. All right, this is my top secret ingredient. I always put an herb on salads because it just hits a different flavor note. Is that what it's called? It hits like a different something in your taste palette, and it's something exciting in your salad. And let's be honest, we all need more excitement in our salads, right? So I picked up this basil from Grandma's plant and I'm going to chop it up real quick to use. And this is the ingredient where Emerald says, bam! Now you just made this amazing salad and you could put a store-bought dressing in there, but making dressing is actually extremely easy. It takes 5 minutes and let me show you how. The first thing you need is a vinegar. I typically have apple cider vinegar, rice vinegar, and balsamic vinegar. Balsamic is my favorite because it is spicy, so we're gonna use this one today. Next you need olive oil. Third, you need an emulsifier. So there is maple syrup, which before you get on me about I didn't eat salads so I can consume sugar, just have a tablespoon of this. There's honey, Dijon mustard, which is also my favorite because it's spicy, and your classic French's mustard. I'm going to go with honey today. Fourth, you need a lemon. You can choose between lemon and lime, or you can add some orange juice. I personally like the lemon because I always have it on hand. It brings all the flavors out. I zest this and I juice it. And fifth, you need spices. So I use garlic powder and I also use salt and pepper. I've been known to make spicy dressing, which has hot sauce in it and Tony Chachere's, but this is what I'm using today. All right, start with your vinegar. You need 2 teaspoons. That was more every time. You need 2 tablespoons of oil, or EVOO as the kids like to say. You need a little bit of lemon zest. You need half a lemon. So I keep the seeds from getting in there. You just want half of this. Save that for later. Ugh. Just noticed I got my shirt dirty. Never wear bell sleeves when you're cooking. It's honestly, that should be on a bumper sticker. You need a little bit of your emulsifier. I'm putting a little more, don't tell. By the way, your emulsifier, whether you use maple syrup, honey, mustard, Dijon mustard, it's just going to keep your mixture suspended. And you're saving yourself the additives that they use in the grocery store dressing, so good on you. Lastly, you want your salt and pepper. Don't judge me, I use a lot of this. And a little garlic powder. Oop, that was too much. Oh well. And mix. Okay, can you see how that is staying suspended? You don't have the oil and vinegar separating, and that's because of your emulsifier, so it's very key to add this. I know it doesn't seem like it's your diet to have the emulsifier, but trust me, you need it. And here is our big, beautiful salad. We have a base of spring mix. We've got feta cheese. We have Parmesan crumbles. We've got salmon, pecans, tomatoes, bell peppers, avocados. That should be enough. And I'm gonna drizzle this dressing all over and toss it. Now listen here, if you do not toss your salads, I'm judging you. That's why salad sucks. When people don't toss them, when they try to dip their fork in a side of dressing and then, no, toss your salad. Trust me, we're going to get all the flavors melded together. It's gonna be so much better. And when you think you've tossed enough, keep tossing. All right, I think that's acceptable. Now that the salad's plated, I have one last trick up my sleeve. Extra Parmesan crumbles. If you want to present this a better way, you can present it kind of like that. That's kind of a fancy, you know, whatever, but it's just for me. So good. And that's it. That's how you make a salad that you actually crave and fills you up without slowing you down. I'm going to be digging in, and if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will hit that like button, send it on Facebook to someone you know who would appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next week with another video. Take care.